Thank you. My name is Jerry Beck. I'm a financial advisor with Cates Margolis. And you would think that I'm going to talk about finances. I want to talk about something even more. Actually, something that's deeper than finances. I want to talk about relationships. In college, I studied psychology, and I thought I was going to be a psychologist. But I have to admit, when I got to that abnormal psychology class, that's what cut it off for me. Okay? And I said, oh no, when someone has multiple personalities, I don't even know what to begin with. So I decided to change and go into business. And I think that has actually benefited me quite well. I don't know anybody who does not want to have good relationships. Is there anybody here who wants to have bad relationships? Exactly. Everybody wants good relationships. So let's talk about that for a minute. Specifically, I'd like to talk just a few minutes about a little bit about the difference between men and women. Yes, there is a difference. Anybody noticed? Okay. So here's something to make you really think about how maybe you could present and do better, whether you're dealing with a spouse or significant other, whether you're meeting with a client, or you're just in a social aspect. What are some things that maybe you can understand a little bit better when it comes to interacting? The average female uses how many words per day? Any idea?
1 million.
No.
10,000.
10,000. Double that.
20,000.
20,000. The average female uses 20,000 words a day. What does the average male use in a day?
5,000.
I was going to say 5.
10.
50.
Close. 7,000. Okay? So if you're a female and you have a male spouse and they come home, they've already used 5,000 of their words. They only got 2,000 left. That's why they don't want to talk when they get home. Okay? So with that being said, that's the also reason why when you a female and you're talking to a female, that's the reason why they're going to detail, give you more information. It's just natural. I personally work really hard in not going like this when my wife is talking to me. Because I just want to get to the end. Okay, it's a bad habit of mine I'm really working on because I'm like, get to the end. And I think I have authority to talk about this because I am married for 20 years and I have 3 teenage daughters. No, let me explain that again. I've been married for 20 years and have 3 teenage daughters. I think I can talk a little bit as an expert on this subject. Do you know also, when a male goes to sleep, do you know how much of their brain stays active?
1%.
Close, 10. Only 10% of a male's brain actually stays active. The other 90% goes dormant. Do you know how much, or I'm sorry, 70%, 70% goes dormant, 30% stays active. Do you know how much a female's brain goes dormant when they go to sleep? 10%. 90% is still working. That's the reason why if the baby's crying, there's a kid up, they're the first ones out, and then they're like, okay, if there's a fire, then they come to wake up the man and they go and put out the fire, right? It's because, again, our males' brains are they're shut down. Okay, it's just this is public, library information. Okay, so just understanding those few different aspects as you work and you interact with relationships, I think a very key thing that any of us could work on, if you want to take one thing away from today, it's learn to be an active listener. If you can learn to be an active listener, your relationships will improve. And if you want to take it to a business standpoint, your business will improve. What is an active listener? Any ideas what an active listener is?
Ask questions.
Ask questions?
Doesn't interrupt.
Doesn't interrupt?
Nod.
Nod?
Gives you confirmation.
Gives you confirmation? You know what an active listener is. Are you doing it? So my call to action to you and to ask you is, if one thing you get out of is learn and use those active listening skills, whoever it is that you're interacting with. Thank you.